2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Indiana Pacers. Taking a look at the Pacers, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. Two great backcourts going head-to-head tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on how the guard position has evolved over time? And make it quick.
Yeah.
The evolution of the guard position in 12 seconds, please.
Well, you weren't quick, so why do I have to be so quick?
Well, just try.
8 seconds
I'm
left.
going to be as quick as I can.
Okay.
7,
But I'm going to be
6,
as
5,
vigilant as I can.
Okay.
4,
You know,
3,
they're more like combo guards
2,
now.
1. And with all the switching guards who can defend more position for the teams that rebound collectively, guards have to be involved on the boards.
Well, it's almost like you were reading that, Shaq.
We were going to give you 10 seconds, Shaq. You didn't have to rush.
I did rush.
You didn't have to. Because
Yeah,
anyway.
combo guards. Let's go courtside.
Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. On with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. Boy, do we have a treat for you folks. The big ticket is here. Kevin Garnett in the house. KG, welcome.
Man, a lot of people don't know that you actually gave me the name The Big Ticket. Dude, K-Hard, man, I hope you got a package of all this somewhere. I hope you own all the names that you've given over the years.
You're the big ticket still. Great to have Kevin Garnett. It's a single game return to Minnesota for the Timberwolves as they'll look for a boost from their hometown crowd. This game against Indiana, the first time they met this year. And not only a 1-1 split series between these two teams last year, guys, but both wins were on the road. So home court advantage wasn't that big an advantage.
Yeah, it should be an interesting matchup tonight. These two teams will only face off twice all season.
Well, so you want to make these opportunities count, right? Since they don't see each other often, it's going to be an intriguing battle.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Pacers, Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. Sabonis and Turner inside. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And Kevin, you think about some of your toughest matchups. What about Shaquille O'Neal? What was it like defending Big Shaq?
You know what, man? Shaq, later on in our years, I had to guard him later, man. I told y'all, man. I guarded Shaq one time in the Cleveland series, and it was like holding up the side of a house. Seriously. Listen, I want y'all to go home and do this. I know I usually use food, right?
Yeah, right.
We're going to use materials
Okay.
and houses today, okay? I want you to go home, tell your wife, your girlfriend to ignore you. Cut out the side of your house. Go get your homeboy, help him help. After he cuts the side of it, I want you to hold up the side of the house with your forearm for the whole 24 hours.
Oh,
This is just 2 hours.
okay, all right.
2 hours. I don't want to break your arm.
Okay, yeah.
After 2 hours, you're going to push the house back, reseal it with some glue or whatever, right? Not my problem. That's how your arm feels, guarding the shot.
Really?
I couldn't even wave at people right-handed for a whole day.
You had to wave left-handed.
I had to wave left-handed. The people know me. I'm all right-handed, I'm all, nothing left-handed. I throw my hand like this.
That is a big drink of water.
Listen,
isn't
man,
it?
listen. I have so many respect for all the centers
Yeah.
that have guarded shit. Seriously, rest in peace to all the centers. Shaq is
Exhausted, huh?
exhausted. It's like the side of your house. For all y'all wondering what it's like, and all y'all want some of the diesel, what it's like to guard the diesel, go out and try to hold up your house.
Right.
The diesel. Shout to the diesel.
The throw good, Darren Collison.
And you can tell, to me, that Darren Collison's teammates respect him. This guy is such a solid floor general, and he'll embrace the opportunity to be a leader if you'll follow him.
Both good from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
T kicks to Gibson. Pass to Wiggins. Good D by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
And Kevin, your time with the Celtics, you had the big four, even when you consider Rajon Rondo. There had to be a leader. We know you guys all deferred to Paul because he was there.
But this is the thing about it, that we all shared in different types of leadership. Paul Pierce was a great leader in all that, what you possess. I was more vocal and more energetic. Ray was more wise and more of a wording and understanding of concept and what we were all there for, and constant reminding, not to say that you didn't have some young ones buck back or whatever, it's part of it. And that whole thing, we're all learning something. We're all enjoying it. We're all syncing each other, good and bad. We're learning how to talk through things. Things that, you use in your everyday life. Things that we use in our locker room, we were able to take out of our own and use in our everyday life and communicate better and not be frustrated. Let you go and hear your point and then hear it from your side. A lot of good points in what we did, man. Seriously.
Life things, too.
True growth. True growth when you really think about it, True growth.
Amazing.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovich, showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
T kicks to Towns. Oh, good with the triple.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And what I love about Oladipo, he does such a great job playing within the context of the offense. If you're open, he will find you.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. DA?
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me, physically, we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
T, the pass to Towns. He kicks it to Wiggins. Back to Towns. 5 to shoot. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, takes contact, keeps his balance. Nice finish by Towns.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Turner with the screen. Oladipo, good. Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, you take your behind home, you sit, you rest. Now you, obviously, as a person, you're living as a human being. Everyday life, but yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself, and once you're in it, and it turns over like an everyday, this is what you do every day, sort of like a routine, and once you get that routine, it is what it is, and I was able to keep a routine for 21 years. Amazing, and you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things onto my routine, but if you ask anybody to play with me, they've seen my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Minnesota. Outside, Beal. There's the pass to Wiggins. Over Bogdanovich, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the problem for Wiggins, the former overall #1 pick, people always seem to want more from him, whether it's warranted or not.
They throw good, Wiggins. And both free throws good for Wiggins. Indiana leading by 4. For Karl Anthony Towns, Kevin, the opportunity to learn about the game as a teammate of yours. How impressed by him were you as you're watching him taking baby steps in the sport?
I watched firsthand, to see his potential. The first thing I love about him, love his bones about him. I love how he thinks. I love his perception when it comes to the game. You got to approach this game to come in to dominate, to be a presence from day one. Coming in and stepping on. If not, you're being stepped on. His work ethic is impeccable. I love how he goes. He doesn't just go through the motions. He does it with velocity. He looks to be better. He does his film on himself, which is very important. He understands X's and O's. He can pass out of defenses. He's a willing passer. The things I always work on him with is counters. He wants to meet potatoes. He wants to go, you got to have counters these days. He's gotten better with that. He stresses game out to the 3-ball to be consistent.
I see your fingerprints all over.
Man, listen, I can't take any credit for any of that, but I like to think that I've been an impression to him to where I've given him the lookbook. If you follow these things right here, and these things right here can happen possibly. Potentially, what's hard to teach with young guys is appetite. I didn't have to teach this with him. This kid has an unbelievable appetite with him. The super hunger, and I love it, man. It's like looking in the mirror at a younger version with hair. This is my DNA. It's like looking in the mirror.
Evans, he's checked in for the Pacers. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Sabonis. That one goes. Count it.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
T kicks to Beal. Towns the screen. Beal the pass to Towns. Over Evans, and Towns the bucket on the assist from Beal. Towns has got his second basket.
Listen, this guy's got the green light at any time, but Beal with the nice look to set up the open shot.
Evans passes to Oladipo. The shot comes out. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Beal dishes to T. Yep, that one goes. T's got 5.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
Kevin, listening to the value you placed in preparation, practice to you was obviously important.
Practice to me was very important. Preparing was very important. You know, scouting reports, being clear, understanding rotation, understanding what the goal was, understanding the plan. Like, I took all that to heart because I had to be the relayer of that. I had to articulate that to players. I had to be the one in pick and rolls calling out the coverages and stuff. And if I didn't know that, then, you know, Rondo, the guards, they didn't know. So
They were going to get blasted.
So I had to be on top of that. So that was part of the responsibility. One of my responsibilities of just being a professional and being ready to play.
Here's Evans after the basket by Minnesota. Turner with the screen. Oladipo against Beal. Now here's Oladipo. He started close and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Minnesota gets called for the foul.
Well, we know that Victor Oladipo is a combo guard, meaning he can play the 1 and the 2. What I like is how impressive his overall game is and the fearlessness with which he plays. Wow.
That free throw good from Oladipo. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Indiana also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Miles Turner, and it's Young in for Domantas Sabonis. Oladipo hits them both. So it's the Timberwolves now. They trail by 1. Rose. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from 14. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Evans' shot is good. Evans has got his first basket of the night.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the pin.
And Doc Rivers, your coach with the Celtics, such a great leader, brought your team together. Talk about that.
They brought us the belief in Ubuntu and bringing all of us together, and that you give yourself for the greater of the group. And everybody bought into that. And when you hear about the Miami one, Pat Riley had all those guys give something to the pot and giving yourself to something. And when you think about what team is, all these great coaches, these great minds, these great philosophers, it all surrounds that whole little philosophy like that, giving yourself to be able to get something and gain something. Very, very, very interesting. But a true philosophy of winning.
And Young kicks to Evans. Picked by O'Quinn. And Young slams it home.
My goodness, the soaring Thaddeus Young, such elevation on that alley-oop.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hammock. Here's Numley. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Gibson the screen. Oladipo against Rose. Over Oladipo. That one off the back iron and out.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Over in the corner, Rose. Gibson a screen. Aston Unley. Here's Bates Diop. Another shot, and the basket is good.
Yeah, you can't afford to let Fournier float around on the offensive glass. He's going to find a way to hurt you.
Oladipo sets the screen for Evans. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Evans has got his second basket of the night.
Boy, the screen doing its job to perfection. One of the oldest plays in the book and still one of the best.
Rose against Collison. Rose attacking, and O'Quinn sends it back.
Well, just such an active presence on the defensive end. Kyle O'Quinn, get that weak stuff out of here.
And some changes here for the Pacers. McDermott comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. Timberwolves trail by 4. And that nickname, the Big Ticket, it stuck. And it certainly fit. KG, you were the Big Ticket.
Lord knows I owe you for that one, man.
You were the Big Ticket.
Where'd you get that from, man?
You know, I don't even know.
Okay, man, listen.
Do you have all the nicknames you have, and you've got some,
yes.
but do you like that as well as any
Listen, it has morphed now. I am the ticket. So
the ticket, right.
My friends come to me and they ask me, Teron Lue, he don't call me. He hasn't called me Kevin since you've been calling me the Big Ticket. Everybody calls me Tick.
How about that?
All the young guys, I don't even think they know my name. There's no Ticket. Tick. Hey, Tick. Right, so that's what it is.
You are the Big Ticket still. And to look out the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Pacers.
And the one thing that jumps out at me when you look at that shot chart is just how little scoring they get from out above the free throw line extended three-point range. They've got to get more points from out high if they want to improve their offense.
No good on that one. And no good on the second free throw. So he goes 0 for 2 there. Here's Evans. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And now, let's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pacers in 5th.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
First trip to the line for him here.
And a look back at his numbers from the free throw line last year, 78%, so not too bad.
Free throw good. Tyreke Evans. Both free throws good for Evans. Timberwolves trail by 6. Passes it to Nunley. There's a screen. Here's Paige Diop, covered by Evans. Fades away. And Paige Diop gets it to go.
It goes down, but with no defender near him, no need to go to the fadeaway.
Inside, here's O'Quinn, and O'Quinn slams it in.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Gibson a screen. Chang with a screen on Evans. Here's Rose. Plays it up and banks it in. Rose has got his first 2 points of the night.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And Joseph kicks to O'Quinn. Picked by O'Quinn. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Evans left side. From 13. Rebound by Chang. Timberwolves trail. Here's Paige Diop. Over in the corner, Rose. Hot loose. Gibson passes to Rose. Chang a screen. On deep. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Well, the quick feet and strong hands of Corey Joseph help on the defensive end. He takes pleasure in shutting down his opponent.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Pacers lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. The former #1 pick overall in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns, spoke about the aspirations of this team.
Every single day we're thinking about how can we be the team that we need to be to not only make the playoffs, but to make it deep into the playoffs and give ourselves a chance of being a championship team. We have so much talent, great veterans, we have a great front office, a great coaching staff, so with all that on our side, we feel we have a great chance to find that way to success.
One step at a time, Greg. That's the mindset to handle.
Yeah, you can't have too much too early. But with Towns leading the charge, this team is in great hands.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
I'll tell you, when you take care of the backboards, good things seem to happen.
Well, I think it's been a priority to hit the glass, no doubt, and using their length and athleticism to perfection on the boards.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Young is the 4 with O'Quinn at the 5. Joseph at point, and he teams up with Evans in the backcourt. And it's McDermott in at the 3 spot. Kevin, it's not enough that you've got to manage a career, which demands so much time and so much your mental and physical being. Managing a marriage, managing having a family while you're playing. That's a balancing act that not a lot of guys can pull off, but you have.
No, it's you have a professional life and then you have a personal life. I like to think that basketball is obviously my profession. I love to play. It has a business component to it that you got to obviously get some attention to. But then, when it comes to being personal, your family, your friends, you have to separate the two. I would learn very early in my early career that you never bring basketball home, leave it on the court. One of the things I struggled with was losing and being able to leave it on the court.
That would have been tough. For you in particular.
I'm just telling you, my first 5-6 years, I can honestly say I've lost relationships, and the fact that I couldn't leave certain things on the floor.
Right.
And, I wasn't really good with that as a young man, and it cost me some cool relationships. But I like to think that I learned from that. I like to think that I've applied the things that I've learned, and I was able to separate the two, which is very important. Got to have a distinction between the two.
And finished off by McDermott.
I'll tell you, a terrific read from Corey Joseph. He recognizes the overcommitment of the defense and takes advantage.
Gives him a screen. Rose attacking. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Tolliver's checked in, and the Pacers also making a change. Bogdanovich has checked in. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Here's Young. Picked by O'Quinn. 6 on the shot clock. On deep, Evans nailed from three-point land. Evans has got 10 points in the game.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple has the ability to be a dangerous outside scorer when he's in rhythm.
Here's Bates Diop. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Here's Rose. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Bogdanovich dishes to Young. Feeds to O'Quinn. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They set the screen. Rose kicks to Jack. Mr. Nunley. Here's Paige Diop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
That one drops for him. And it's a 9-point Pacer lead.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Rose kicks to Zhang. Here's Paige Diop. 9-point game his last outing. Got loose. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Sabonis, he's checked in for Thaddeus Young. Open look here for Wiggins, and again, unable to change momentum here. Bogdanovich against Wiggins. Joseph the pass to Evans. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Evans has got 14 points for the game. Timberwolves trail by 11. Zhang, a screen. Rose kicks to Zhang. Dishes to Beal. Over Evans, and the rejection by Evans.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Down low, here's Sabonis. The basket good off the assist from Evans. 6 points for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
I think, Greg, he just has to get them on the same page. With this kind of lax defensive effort, something has got to change.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Wiggins against Bogdanovich. Zhang, the pass to Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Nice shot from 10 feet out. Wiggins has got his second bucket tonight.
Well, there's that in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
Joseph dishes to Evans. To the middle. Left block shot on the way. Oh, Quinn can't hit.
Boy, it's tough to see how he misses that one. I don't think the defense was all that tight on him.
And it's Wiggins missing. Indiana leading by 11. Evans outside. From 12 feet out. And there are the Pacers with another bucket. For Minnesota, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And Joseph kicks to Evans. Now the pass to Bogdanovich. Indiana moving it around. Evans against Beal. 6 to shoot. Evans inside. He's got 16, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Evans has got 18 points.
I'll tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
Now here's Beal, down by 15. Left side Rose. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Zhang. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Joseph against Rose. Quinn with it. To the inside. Sabonis used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wiggins outside. Over in the corner, Rose. Jang, a screen. Back to Wiggins. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, I'll tell you, it hasn't been his best quarter, but we know he won't get discouraged. This guy will keep grinding.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming their way.
The Pacers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Some changes for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Jang, and it's Teague in for Rose. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Oladipo comes in for Tyreke Evans.
One shot, gentlemen.
Well, what I like about Corey Joseph is this guy will give you a little bit of everything. Perhaps most importantly, guys, you know he's going to play consistently good defense.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Darren Collison, he's checked in for Indiana.
And here's a look at the stats for Darren Collison. A very nice season for him last year. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 5 assists and 2 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
Here's Collison following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Screen by Sabonis. Sabonis sets the pick for Collison. Oladipo outside. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Oladipo's got 7 points. Here's T. 5 points in the game. Towns sets the pick for T. Stolen by Collison. Here we go, one-on-one. And Bogdanovich kicks to Turner. Turner with the screen. It's Oladipo on the wing. To the paint. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Beal. And the whistle blows, so a change here for a 3-point play.
That is a rugged finish from Beal. Absorbs the hit, guides it in. Nice.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
Minnesota making a switch here. Gibson's checked in.
Now, how's this stat for Bradley Beal? The first player since Magic Johnson to have 3 25-point playoff games before he turns 21.
Now, here's Collison. He dishes it to Oladipo. Screen by Sabonis. Back to Collison. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Over Gibson. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Sabonis has got 4 this quarter.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
T kicks to Towns. Count that one. Towns has got 6.
And this to me is important for Karl Anthony Towns. We know he has a terrific perimeter game, but I like to see him take charge on the interior first.
Now here's Collison. Pass to Turner. To the paint. There's Sabonis. Sabonis. Great positioning on the putback.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
T kicks to Towns. There's the dish to Wiggins. Back to Towns. 1:24 left in the second quarter. Passes it to Beal. It's stolen by Oladipo. KG, I want to give you a special thanks for joining us, helping us with the call tonight. You always have a seat at this table to broadcast any of our games.
Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me come through, man. It was an honor, man, seriously.
Do it again soon.
Let me know, man.
That's
Let me
KG. Know. That's the great Kevin Garnett.
My dog.
And always a special occasion to have KG with us, Doris. A guy who really brings it every time we speak with him.
Well, his enthusiasm is contagious. This guy is a leader on and off the court. There's a vibrancy, a joy that he brings that was key to his success as a player and how fun as a broadcaster.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Towns, a screen on Collison. Teague hits to Wiggins. Pass to Towns. Turner with the steal. To the middle. Beal with the block. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Knocked away. Sabonis with the steal. And now Collison pushing it up. No one back to stop him. These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Darren Collison.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Outside Teague. Outside Towns. Shoots over Turner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Well, a 7-footer who's got guard-like skills, who can shoot the lights out. Karl-Anthony Towns is a problem, guys.
The Timberwolves shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
The first one falls.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
And Towns drops them both. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Indiana out in front, running away with it. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Bradley. The old saying, no rebounds, no rings. How important is it to continue to have 5 guys go to the glass in the second half?
Yeah, all five guys. I think we're too worried about getting out in transition. So I think 1 through 5, including the guards, we all got to get in there and rebound.
Can't score unless you have the ball, right? Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Tyreek Evans putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
Shaq, What'd you think about Minnesota?
Ernie, I don't use this word a lot because, one, I can't spell it, but it was definitely a subpar effort for them on the glass. That hurt. They're serious about cutting into this deficit. It's gut check time. Ugh. You hear that, Ernie? I'm hitting my gut. Ugh. You got to check your gut, Ernie. Ugh. Gut check time, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge, downtown Minneapolis, off in the distance. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. It's been one outstanding game from Tyreek Evans.
The first half, what a thing of beauty. He was just living in the lane.
How special is it, Greg, to watch a guy who's able to get into the paint with speed and consistency? They cannot let him get inside like that.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We talked about what it takes to be a great head coach, Doris. Qualities that you think are paramount to the success, for instance, of an assistant coach.
Maybe the most important attribute to an assistant coach would be coaching with your heart and soul like it's your job on the line every night, not just the head coach's job. Right? If you pour your heart and soul into something and make that head coach's job easier, then you functioned appropriately. And the other thing it's allowed you to do is it's allowed you to accelerate your growth. You're constantly thinking, what would I do in this situation? That helps you in the long term.
Love that perspective. Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Bradley Beal is out there with Teague, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. And here's Oladipo after the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Excellent use of the screen that time. 9 points for Victor Oladipo.
Well, how efficient is Victor Oladipo operating off the screen? Just understands how to rub that defender off.
Teague inside the line. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his third rebound tonight. Bogdanovich passes to Oladipo. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Oladipo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really like the energy I'm seeing from this offense. 3 for 4 to open the third.
Now the pass to Towns. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
You know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Turner with the screen. Towns with the steal. Shots good by Turner. Turner's got his third basket of the night.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
T kicks to Towns. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
If Karl Anthony Towns is feeling it, he will command the basketball. And as a coach, that's what you're hoping for.
Screen by Sabonis. Back to Collison. Beal against Oladipo. Goes up to the stripe. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Timberwolves call time. Even though Oladipo didn't spend a lot of time on the Thunder, he does credit his time there, Doris, as a big factor in his development.
He points specifically at Russell Westbrook and the amount of work Westbrook puts into his game. So what did Oladipo do? He changed his frame and he changed his work habits, and that led to an incredible season last year.
Wiggins with it, picked up by Collison. Pass to Gibson. Here's Teague. He claims that one off the back iron and down it falls. Teague's got 7 points in the game. Now here's Collison. Oladipo with a screen on Teague. Collison, the pass to Oladipo. banked in off the glass. 15 points in the game.
Now, this is what you'd love to see more of from Victor Oladipo, the athleticism to be a factor on the glass.
Teague against Collison. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Collison. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Over in the corner, Turner. Oladipo outside. Turner with a screen for Oladipo. 3 on the clock. Great D that time from Beal.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 18 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
And the Pacers call time here.
Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
Some changes here for the Pacers. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Sabonis. And Tyreke Evans is subbed in for Bogdanovich. Indiana leading by 20. And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With help, he'll be able to refine his game, fortify his defense, and expand that offensive repertoire.
Here is Collison following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Screen by Young. Here's Oladipo. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Young. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Listen, we know this about Thaddeus Young. He has very long arms. He's a nuisance on the glass. Big-time energy guy.
Teague can't hit.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Now here's Turner. He's got 6. Screen by Young. To the paint. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 5 assists tonight. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Towns with it, picked up by Turner. Inside, it's taken away by Collison. Here's Oladipo, and again it's Indiana converting.
Boy, what a quarter for this guy. Just give him the basketball and get out of the way.
Teague up top. He's got 7. It's rebounded by Indiana. Evans has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside, Collison. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Collison's got 6 points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Towns, a screen on Collison. There's the lob to Towns. Throws down the alley slam.
Oh, oopsie alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Turner with the screen. Collison kicks to Turner. Over Towns. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Unloads from 13. Not going to go that time. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
You knew they weren't playing well. They tried to make some adjustments. Those got countered, and this just wasn't their night.
Teague can't hit.
He's obviously still trying to find the range. No success this quarter. You wonder what it would take to get him to pass the ball.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Beal dishes to Wiggins. Towns the screen. Wiggins will shoot off the screen. That's good on the jump shot. Wiggins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're being assertive. Wiggins right now calling his own number off the pick and roll action.
Oladipo with a screen on Wiggins. Oladipo misses.
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
Wiggins passes to Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man. To me, one of the great strengths of this Pacers team is their depth. A year ago, 12 different players averaged double-digit minutes. So when you think about depth and unselfishness, they are at the very core of what this team does.
Timeout called the Pacers. Endures that unselfish play on the court. It translates off the court, too. The whole team cheers each other on.
We talk about that elusive quality of chemistry, Kevin, and the Pacers exceeded expectations in part due to the great chemistry this team has. The team plays in a way that it's easy to cheer for each other, and the fans absolutely love this current group.
Teams will make substitutions. We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Towns.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Now here's Evans. He's got 22. Down low, here's O'Quinn. An easy 2 points on the layup. O'Quinn's got his third basket of the night right there.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Rose kicks to Tolliver. Back to Rose. Here is Tolliver, defended by Young. But they get it back from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
I'll tell you, that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
And Evans gets it to go on the assist by McDermott. McDermott's got 3 assists in the game. Passes it to Nunley. Jang high post. Kicks to Rose. Here's the screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And unfortunately, injuries will always be the concern with Derrick Rose. Still loves the game of basketball, knows he is limited compared to what he once was. Amazing with all he's fought through, he can still perform at such a high level.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And with Rose, as you said, his love of the game is still there. And he still wants to play.
I mean, many players would have just walked away from having their body betray him. But Rose said last season he loves what he gets to do and still would be a water boy if he had to. You have to admire Rose's attitude and approach in that regard.
And Rose drops them both. And straight isolation basketball, Doris, something we used to see a lot more. But for a guy like James Harden or Steph Curry, that's still a very viable option.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I mean, if you've got the likes of LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, guys who are able to create their own offense, to me, you want to take advantage of that skill set. It's about what your personnel strengths are. So can you surround a great creator with the shooters necessary? Because if you do, all of a sudden as a defense, there's a price to pay if you're going to help out, right? Because somewhere, some way, the best offensive talent is going to showcase its skill.
Here's McDermott, 5 points in the game. Evans outside. Back to McDermott, 4 on the clock. Puts it up. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
Well, that was an absolute beatdown, and you hope that they learn and move on from it.
Nunley passes to Bates-Diop. Jang a screen. Pacers with the rebound. Evans has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. We've got 1:55 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Out to the right wing. Joseph against Rose. Baseline try. It's hauled in by Tolliver.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Nunley, covered by Evans. There's a good screen. And the basket by Rose. Rose has got 8.
Well, absolutely fearless. I mean, this is one thing you can say about Derrick Rose. He's never had trouble converting in the painted area.
In the corner, O'Quinn with it. He kicks to Joseph. Kick by O'Quinn. Evans outside. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Jang with a screen on Evans. Jang a screen. Here's Nunley. And he overshot that one, missing.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
Here's Evans. He sinks the 11-footer. Evans has got 26 points.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Now here's Rose. 8 points for him. Pass to Bates-Diop. There's the pass to Nunley. Here's Jang. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
The 3 from Joseph. Can't get it to fall. And so it's the Indiana Pacers ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And so in the game for the Pacers. Bogdanovich out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. Then there's Tyreke Evans. And it's Oladipo in at the point. Minnesota's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And that one's good. Wiggins.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky that he couldn't come up with it there.
And Oladipo kicks to Sabonis. Looking to get back on track here. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Victor Oladipo with huge improvement in his game doors last season.
What an incredible leap this young man took. His efficiency was up across the board. He was better from three-point territory. He proved, Kevin, he could carry an offense. I mean, this guy is a legit star in the NBA now.
First one falls for him.
I think the one constant with Tom Thibodeau is you can always hear his voice the entire game. Doesn't matter if you're up 20 or down 20, you will hear Tom Thibodeau on the sideline.
Oladipo hits them both. And hearing Coach Tom Thibodeau, some have described his voice as part growl, part bark.
He's very intense, Kevin, and I think the one thing you know about Tom Thibodeau, he likes to say, there is a price to pay. It's all about the work you put in.
And it's Wiggins missing. And Indiana shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Took him no time at all on that one. 8 points for Bojan Bogdanovic.
Wow, how about that feathery touch from Bogdanovic? You just can't let this guy get loose from the mid-range.
Evans against Beal. Rose passes to Towns. Outside for Beal. Hits the three-point bomb.
This guy's deadly from the perimeter. Beal never hesitates.
Indiana controlling the game. Pass to Sabonis. Sabonis sets the pick for Bogdanovic. Screen by Sabonis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I don't think many knew what to expect from Domantas Sabonis after his trade to Indiana, but what they got is a very smart basketball player who's got size, feel, and skill.
That free throw, no good. And for Sabonis, a big part was just getting more chances to develop.
And I think, Kevin, we see that quite often with young players. But his most impressive aspect is the court awareness he possesses. Let's remember, Domantas has Arvydas, one of the all-time great big men passers, as his dad.
And the second free throw, good. Doris, this term +6 coming into the lexicon describes a player whose wingspan exceeds his height by at least 6 inches. I know you've heard that before.
Yeah, well, we can think of several players who fit this description of the +6. Electric young players like Donovan Mitchell, Kawhi Leonard, the claw. The claw extends to his wingspan as well. And then Draymond Green, who in the fourth quarter defensively can seem like a player who's everywhere at every moment.
And Andrew Wiggins, the #1 overall pick back in 14. Great bloodlines, the son of pro athletes. The game just seems to come easy to him.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he can't get the first one. You know, Greg, the game comes so easy to Wiggins, but some say he needs to be more assertive, more aggressive. Do you see that?
I mean, high expectations for a player that was taken first overall. The length and athleticism should enable him to impact the game in so many ways, but, you know, his motor doesn't always rev high enough to take advantage.
And the second free throw, good.
Well, you think about Andrew Wiggins, guys, signing that max deal in 2017. Timberwolves ownership, though, wanted to sit down with Wiggins to hear him commit to being a better player. Pretty unusual stuff.
Sabonis with the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And Beal kicks to Towns. To the middle. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
And on the heels of that contract extension, all of Andrew Wiggins' shooting percentages fell last season. Doris, you think a cause for concern for the Timberwolves?
Well, I think obviously, Kevin, anytime you've committed almost $30 million a season to one guy, the expectations are going to be sky high. For me, Andrew Wiggins needs to just stay consistent. We are talking about a guy with elite athleticism, plenty to take advantage on the offensive end. It's a question for me of, does Andrew Wiggins want to be great? Because the potential is there.
Here is Rose. To the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Rose kicks to Towns. Over Sabonis. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And now 24 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Outside Bogdanovich. Doris, last year the NBA signed a deal to broadcast G League games on the internet channel Twitch.
Well, you know Adam Silver is always looking at new methods for broadcasting this great league and the G League. And I think we live in an era of an increasingly digital world. The next generation views their platforms in non-traditional, non-linear fashion. So to me, this is really smart decision making.
I know you're a big Twitch watcher yourself. You subscribe, and like me, you love the G League.
I'm always twitching.
For Indiana, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And Evans with the stuff.
And how about the confidence from Evans? He's feeling like no one can stop him playing with a ton of heart.
Tyreke Evans, not the biggest free agent this past offseason, but Greg, many teams vied for his services.
Pacers were able to win out, and he should be a good fit. Can act as another playmaker and ball handler for the team. Turned down playing with the Warriors, Lakers, and Thunder to come to this Indiana squad.
Year after year, the Timberwolves have the NBA's most grueling travel schedule. A lot of miles to cover in the West.
Kevin, if you add up their flights in a season, they could circle the globe more than twice. And let's remember, there's no frequent flyer miles here either.
Pacers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Bogdanovich passes to Oladipo. Oladipo draws the double. Passes it to Evans. Outside Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Oladipo outside from deep three-point range and no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
He's cold from deep. 0 threes in the second half after hitting just one in the first.
Indiana controlling the game. And here's Evans to the inside. And there's Oladipo on the assist from Thaddeus Young. Young's got his third assist on the night. So it's the Timberwolves now. And Beal kicks to Towns. Pass to Rose. Towns, a screen on Oladipo. Rose in the post. Guarded by Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Wiggins. The rebound by Young. Young's got his third rebound tonight. Bogdanovich passes to Oladipo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Oladipo's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Towns dishes to Wiggins. Towns, high post. Sabonis is there. The kick out to Rose. It's stolen by Oladipo. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
One shot, find the lanes.
Well, the Timberwolves last year finally broke through that 14-year playoff drought, but they made it very clear that's not enough. This is a team with much bigger aspirations.
Now here's Towns. Shot up two there. Towns has got 18 points just in the second half.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And the Timberwolves, Doris, playing to be aggressive, getting bounced in the first round, not going to satisfy him.
They've made it clear they want deep playoff runs and a chance to compete for titles. To do that, they understand they'll need to get a lot better.
That's good from Oladipo. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring two teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
For Minnesota, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Wiggins kicks the tee. Look at the state of the game. International leagues getting better and better, Doris. There's no doubt about it. We see it at Olympic times and during FIBA play in between. We see a lot of NBA players who have spent time abroad. I think they come back better.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kevin. I think wherever you can hone your craft and do it in a competitive environment where winning and losing is at stake on a nightly basis, it has so many opportunities for learning and growth. So, okay, I can't turn it over 5 times in a competitive environment, regardless of what league I'm playing in, because that's to the detriment of my team. If I'm lazy on the defensive end, I'm going to get exposed by good offensive players. To me, Kev, I love any time there's competitive basketball being played. I want to watch it.
Love that answer.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and LA. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
The first free throw is good. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
And both free throws good for Darren Collison. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Teague, the pass to Beal. Towns sets the pick for Beal. Wiggins will shoot off the screen. Here's Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Boy, how about the anticipation? Karl Anthony Towns beats everyone to the spot and goes right back up with it.
Collison dishes to Oladipo. Screen by Sabonis. And Oladipo gets the turner. Lets it go with a three. Minnesota with the rebound. Gibson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Beal. As basketball becomes more global, we continue to see veterans come from abroad and Doris make an impact as role players in the league.
You know what I love, Kevin, is great basketball players could come from any place in the world. And obviously, general managers now have got to expand their field of vision. They've got to have international scouting. But the NBA would be a lot less rich a place if we did not have Dirk Nowitzki, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, the unicorn in New York City, Kristaps Porzingis. I don't care where players come from. All I want to know is, can they play basketball? And if they can, I want to watch it.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Back to Oladipo. Turner trying to free himself up. Great D that time from Gibson. Timberwolves shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. And the call will be against Sabonis. That is his first foul of the game. Shot from the inbound. Gibson passes to T. Beal with a screen on Collison. T kicks to Towns. And there's the 3-second violation.
And becoming impatient, that's not how you're going to catch up.
Really, that's unacceptable. Patience is paramount when you're trying to cut the lead, and they didn't have it there.
Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Oladipo outside. There's the screen. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. We know James Harden joined Durant and Westbrook in winning league MVP honors, Doris, and those 3 stayed together in Oklahoma City. Is there any doubt in your mind that they would have won at least one NBA championship?
Well, you think back to the time they worked together, and they did go to an NBA Finals and ended up being eliminated by LeBron James and the Miami Heat. So obviously, you like the opportunity they would have had to go to more. And let's give a little credit to the great GM of the Oklahoma City franchise, Sam Presti, who is responsible for the drafting of 3 MVP candidates. That in and of itself is quite remarkable. But you know this, Kevin. The success and failure, there is such a fine line. And there's a tenuous nature to things. An injury at the wrong time. So many times this trio was tripped up by an untimely situation. So, I mean, if they stay together, yes, you like their chances, but this is why history states otherwise.
Good on the second free throw. Nate McMillan, Doris, a longtime coach in the NBA, has done his part in this Indiana Pacers rebuild.
I think the first thing that Nate had to handle was the turmoil of the team after the Paul George deal, right? So he empowers a young core, and he deserves a ton of credit in the surprisingly good season the Pacers had.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Well, you want to slow this man's roll right now if you're the defense, because you've got to make somebody else beat you. He's cooking right now.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, Bogdanovich, a guy who has moved around a little bit the last few seasons. But you wonder, has he found a home with Indiana? This guy steps right into the wing, gives them great production from the 3.
First free throw is good. Doris, for Bogdanovich, perhaps the biggest help he provided was his improved defense.
Well, let's remember this about Bogdanovich. Early in his career, it kept him off the floor. And he flat decided, I want to be in the lineup when it's closing time, and made a real commitment to being better defensively.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, the league taking steps towards to reform the draft lottery, flattening out the odds, doing a variety of things just to analyze the way it works, the mechanics. Do you think the change will be enough?
Well, again, I think this goes back to the leadership at the top of the NBA, and the right man is in charge in Adam Silver. And as is typical to Adam Silver, everything happens with a very measured approach in terms of reform. You do a little bit, and then you evaluate. But I think Adam has made it clear that the change they made to the draft lottery was nothing more than a first step. Now, where do we go from here? That remains to be seen.
A nice shot by Collison.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Pacers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tyreke Evans.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Towns with the steal. Beal against Oladipo. Here's the screen. And Teague, here we go. Wiggins from outside, cans it from downtown.
And guys, you gotta ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Right, frustrating for sure, Craig. I don't think they'll be able to mount a comeback at this point.
Now here's Collison. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Bogdanovich kicks to Collison. Turner with the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Towns with the steal. Now Teague. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Victor, you guys have been pushing the tempo, looking to get out and run, and it's working. Has that been a focus of late?
We figured out that we got to play fast and we got to play high tempo no matter what happens, and we got to stay together. So we got to just continue to keep working.
Well, you certainly hit them first tonight, Victor. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.